afternoon to you. Today we are going to be looking at map reduction and enlargement. We are going to be looking at how we can enlarge maps or how can make reductions onto the maps. There we have our content or our major emphasis or context. We shall be having the introduction, objectives, main content, instrumental, and the purpose of multiplication. Then we look at map reduction process, then map enlargement process. Then we make some conclusions in there, where we shall be ending at looking at questions or assignments. Then you look at further readings. Here they are saying that carrying out environmental studies that requires spatial data assembly, spatial analogy maps of different sources and scales. They are saying that some of them may require either reduction or enlargement to meet the presented or to present the needs. They are saying that there are series of steps to be followed in carrying out such activities in order to come with reduction or with coming with these maps. They are saying there are some of the objectives. They are saying that the students should be at the end of this unit be able to enlarge it. These are the intended purpose at the end of the study. When we proceed, we are going to be seeing instructional material or we are going to be looking at the instrumental and the purpose of manipulation of the maps. They are saying that the material required for map reduction or enlargement are not costly, and they are just readily available with us. They are saying that the formula and the scale can be determined scales and the formula of maps will determine the basis of material usage or what we are tending to use in order to do the reduction or to carry out to enlargement. They are saying that maps in digital form can be manipulated, in others can be reduced or enlarged. They are saying that can be carried out in GIS laboratory or what we can term as geographical information system, using maps to enlarge machines. And also they are saying that it is also an analogical machine that can perm topography or topograph. Perm topograph can be used to do the reduction or to enlarge the map. They are saying that other instruments that we can be using if we don't use the technology or what we have termed as the GIS laboratory, we can use the scale ruler, we use the compass driver, divider, and then we use a straight edge or a ruler, then talk about the calculator, where we shall be seeing how we calculate. They are saying now map reduction. They are saying that the process of map reduction is quite simple, where there are hand-on practice or where we tend to be using our free hands. They are saying that following the steps that should be followed in order to come up with the different alternatives of maps or to carry out a reduction in maps. They are saying that measure the length and the width. That is the first step. When you measure the length and width, then you establish the centimeters that you have obtained. The next thing is to reduce the map to the half of its original size. They are saying that we are going now to start reducing the map onto its original size, and they are saying that if we are to come up with this, that means that we have to be dividing the length and the width by 2 to form a new or to get new centimeters or to come up with a reduction in map. They are saying that For example, if the length and the width of a map is 24 centimeters and the other is 20 centimeters respectively, then the new dimension will now be such as a map measured to 12 and also to 2, simply because we are now reducing, and we have said that in terms of reducing, we divide by the 2, then we come up with the answer. So the other one, that the original scale was around, the length was around 24 centimeters, so it will be giving us something related to 12 centimeters. When we proceed, we are saying that we shall be having now the 20 centimeters after being divided by 2, and we get a 10. They are saying that the other thing that we do is also the reduction has an effect on the scale. Therefore, they are saying that if the original map of the scale is 1 to 50,000, the new scale here will simply be 1 to 100,000, simply because we are dealing with the reduction. That means that if we are reducing, the scale has now to increase. That means that it will be equivalent to a 1 to 100,000. So they are saying that the features now that will be shown will show a reduction or will be reducing the map. In other words, a reduced map should be appropriate or should be proportional to the reduced size of the map. In other words, when it is reduced everything in terms of the future, also it will try to be narrow, or it will be drawn in a smaller size compared to original maps. When you push on, they are saying that when these procedures are accomplished, that means that the title has to be there, and also the new scale should be attached in order to show a reduction of a map or to be indicated. When now we go on, we are going to be looking at now what we call map enlargement. They are saying that map enlargement, this refers to the process of a map enlargement, or the process of map enlargement is also as simple. They are saying that as the reduction, where we had the use of our hands-on practice, it is simply the same. They're saying that the steps here now to follow are going to be simple. Again, now you have to be measuring the length and width of the original map. After establishing that, we continue, and also to enlarge or to enlarge the trace of the original scale simply by multiplying times 2 on both sides in terms of the length and the width. For example, if you have the length as appearing on a map as 7 centimeters and the width appearing to be around 5 centimeters respectively, that implies that when we multiply times 2, we shall be getting on the side of the 7 centimeters, it will be 14, and on the other side it will be giving us 10 centimeters. In other words, we are seeing now the map is trying to enlarge. And they are saying that the enlargement is also affected by the original scale, and they are saying now here it should be now simply, if it was 1 to, if we are enlarging, we are saying now the scale is going to be reducing. Enlarging the scale, try to reduce, whereas with the reduction, the scale now it increases. Now here we are saying that if it was 1 to 50,000, it's now going to be shifted to 1 to 200, 205,000, 205,000. That will be our original scale. They are saying that the features here now to be drawn will be of an appropriate size or will be proportional to the size of the map. In other words, the features we try to be increasing to give an appropriate diagram, or to give a right information depending on the diagram that we may have intended to draw. They are saying that when this are fully accomplished, that means that title should be attached, and also we also have to include the horizontal scale as we have obtained. When we continue, we shall be coming up to pick up from what we call as map digitalization. With this map digitalization, we are looking at the general operation of the system. Then you look at manual digitalization, on skill digitalization, then look at the problems that mainly occur in digitalization.